Georgia's Republican Governor Brian Kemp running for re-election against a primary challenger endorsed by former President Trump. Governor Kemp is now pushing to allow people to carry guns in public without a license across the state. It comes just weeks after his opponent, the former Senator David Perdue, promised a similar proposal. Greg Bluestein now, political reporter for the Atlanta Journal-Constitution newspaper. Greg, thanks again. What does this mean for the race for the nomination, the Republican nomination for governor?
Yeah, this would be the most significant gun rights expansion in Georgia in almost a decade. And it's meant to energize conservative voters who see this as a top priority and have for a long time. But it also could backfire and galvanize Democrats who are now calling for more gun control and not the pendulum to switch the other way.
Where's the majority on this issue overall?
Yeah, recent Atlanta Journal-Constitution polls say that the broader electorate actually supports more gun restrictions. At the same time, though, conservative voters in Georgia favor more gun rights expansion. So this is clearly a play by Governor Kemp to galvanize, to energize, to fuel that GOP base that could haunt him in a general election campaign.
Yeah, that could create a sort of divide with Stacey Abrams, I would guess, who Kemp could face in the general election. She's called for stricter gun laws.
Yeah, she's among a number of Democrats who have rallied behind more gun control, more gun safety efforts, as they term it. And this is a shift because not so long ago in Georgia, even staunch Democrats used to run as NRA Democrats. They used to run as pro-gun Democrats because it was such a wedge issue. It almost meant you were going to lose a statewide campaign if you called for gun control restrictions. But again, that mood has changed in Georgia. And now not only do a majority of Democrats support gun restrictions in the state, so do a lot of moderate and independent voters who will be key to the 2022 election.
It does show the former president's influence, even in the primary. That's a major change for Georgia and really could change the landscape of politics there in the big picture.
Look, a year ago today was when the January 5th Senate runoffs changed the landscape of politics nationally with Jon Ossoff and Raphael Warnock's victories that allowed President Biden to pursue a far more aggressive and ambitious agenda. So clearly in November, there could be even vaster changes if Raphael Warnock wins re-election and if Stacey Abrams wins the gubernatorial race in Georgia and shapes her own agenda in a deep South state.
Greg Bluestein from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution and AJC.com. Greg, thanks again.